Well, good morning, everyone. We are getting closer and closer to Christmas. Today, I want to share with you another gifts in a jar. I scoured the internet and all of my cookbooks because I wanted something different. There's so many cookies in a jar and there's mixes in a jar, but usually they're all about the same thing. So this would be the second one in the series this year. I have a playlist of probably, I think, over 50 of them from the last 8 years. Today, this recipe comes from the gooseberry patch. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you are acquainted with the Great Depression crazy cakes. So, crazy cakes were known for many different names, but in the Great Depression, it was an eggless, milkless cake. I'm going to read a little bit to you about the Great Depression and this Homemaker Radio series. Of course, the recipe for this is in the description box below, and I will be making a cake using it. So let's get right into the video and let me share with you a little bit about the crazy cake and the cake mixes in a jar. So let's go ahead and let's see what 1932 had to say about having gifts in a jar.
All right, everyone. Today is the Homemaker's Chat. Now, this is December the 20th, 1943. So, excuse the change in the date. I'm reading directly from the Department of Agriculture, and the series was Food Gifts for Christmas. Let's agree that the spirit of Christmas is giving the best that we have. We can make it personal with a special thought for one who receives it. But most of us are so busy this year that we have so little time for sewing and knitting or any other handiwork. We can't show Christmas spirit in the same way as we used to. Why not take a tip from farm homemakers who have always exchanged good things from their kitchens, storerooms at Christmas time? Perhaps in the past you've thought of Christmas gifts as a last minute resort for a forgotten relative or an unexpected house guest. But in wartime, gifts of food can help spread supplies and stretch ration points. You'll be surprised if you were never given any before how welcome your food gifts will be. Here's a number of suggestions gathered by the extension workers of the United States Department of Agriculture. If you have some of your own hand canned or pickled victory garden products, there are other ways that you can also use up them and make gifts with them. For the people who do not have gardens last summer, they will surely rise up and call you blessed. Or you may have to put up a few more choice preserves or jellies than your household needs, or possibly some fruit juices, garden tomatoes, mincemeat. Such gifts are already on hand, and only at Christmas time can you enjoy it to its fullest ability. Christmas greeting tags will solve all of your gift problems. You even have time to make a little cranberry sauce or jelly to be used in the holidays if you have a little sugar to spare, that is. Do you have a good stock of stored vegetables? Victory gardeners have much of these items that maybe the city dwellers wouldn't have. Maybe fill a basket of some of your root crop vegetables like carrots and potatoes and red beet next to the Victory Garden products and your own preserving or canned fruits and vegetables. You might want to consider baking a few Christmas gifts. How about the crazy cake that's been so popular this time of year? How about homemade cookies, steamed puddings, or even gingerbread? Or make some unusual kind of bread with raisins and prunes and other dried fruits in it. Or maybe just plain bread if that's all you have to spare. Who wouldn't prize a fragrant loaf of bread in a pan or refrigerator rolls all ready for the Christmas dinner? Of course, baked gifts have to be the last minute gifts for those because of the freshness. But plan your time accordingly. How about when you're making your Christmas dinner? Maybe you want to make a little extra and have a dinner for someone else. Maybe you know someone who hasn't made acquaintance with the new products like soy grits. and different soy products that are now on the market. Dress up a package or two with these notes of instruction by the way of a Christmas greeting. Look around for other unusual foods, things that maybe you have since you're living on a farm that a city dweller wouldn't have. Or get nuts, even though they can be quite expensive, unless, of course, you have your own trees. Peanuts are abundant, and they are reasonably priced this month. Be sure to put shelled nut meats in a tight container so they do not go rancid. You might even want to get fruit, a box or basket of carefully selected fruit of the season, although that may be quite expensive. Another possibility in some markets is a basket of mushrooms in different parts of the country. Mushrooms can be a very economical way to give Christmas gifts. Whatever you can give without taxing or overburdening your own money supply. Think on these things. So back in wartime, they didn't have the markets to go and get frivolous things like expensive clothing, or in fact, back in the Great Depression, they didn't even have new clothing. They wore over and over and over what they had. Flour sacks, of course, became aprons and shirts and pants and all kinds of things. So, homemade gifts are an amazing way that you can show your love and appreciation over Christmas time, and it doesn't cost you hardly anything. And keep in mind that in the Great Depression, how these jars of this cake mix, how that would have been so priceless to them, because rationing of sugar and cocoa and all of that would have been something in scarce quantity.
So I opened up one of these jars and I decided to make some cake with it. Well, there you go, my friends. That is the Great Depression and what they thought about gifts for Christmas and how we can learn from them as well. Most of us do have a tight budget, and so this is a great way to give a gift or make extra for yourself. I will share with you in the description box the mix and bake cocoa cake in a jar. It's quick, it's easy gift for those last minute occasions. It doesn't just have to be Christmas. Even the hubbies like it. He was wondering if the cake is finished, and I told him he has to wait a little bit. So there you go, everyone. I want to show you just one last little video clip, and that is a Christmas tree that I received for free, but I gave it to our daughter. So I wanted to show you what it looks like and want to thank the sponsors of today's video for the beautiful Christmas tree. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys again on the next one. Oh, by the way, I hope you like the voice of Jean Leary, and I will be using her every once in a while for something a little different. Showing off this beautiful tree. It comes pre-lit. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see that it has the beautiful white to make it look like snow. This is what the tree looks like. This is at our daughter's home. And it is the whole way down to the floor length, as you can see. It is very pretty, very full. Our daughter said it is her favorite tree. Absolutely gorgeous. And that is what the tree looks like.